Boards and booze, booze and boards, drinks and beers, fight some hordes. Drank too much, forgot our swords, ran back home, filled our gourds, got drunk again, sang some chords. Boards and booze and boards, with Mickey and Jeb. Hi everyone, this is Booze and Boards with Mickey and Jeb. He's Jeb, I'm Mickey. Did you pay attention? No, I'm Jeb, he's Mickey. Today we are going to do episode 3, Star Realms. Look at that huge box. Mickey, it's too much in the camera.
Oh, sorry about that, folks.
Yeah, so anyway, I'll stop joking because my jokes are lame. We're doing Star Realms today, so
Yep.
How should we describe this? It is a...
Great little deck builder.
Exactly.
If you're familiar with Ascension, Dominion, the granddaddy of all deck builders, anything to that effect, this is a deck builder in a box. Awesome.
Just this box.
That's it.
That's all I bought. I just bought this box. Because I'm not a huge deck builder guy, but Mickey said this was really good, so I bought the box. And actually I played it a lot more than I thought I would.
Right.
So yeah, what is the box itself is... Who makes this?
White Wizards or something like that. White Wizard Games.
And
the
box itself is what, 2-player? So
yep, 2-player,
and you can add on, right, to make more?
X-Magic players designed it. I don't even know if it says, gives credit to Darwin Castle and Rob Doherty. So if that means anything to you, great, but they were pro players, so they know what they were doing.
Okay. That's cool. I don't know them, so...
I don't either, but
okay.
game works good, so
yeah, it's a fun game.
So
how should we describe it? It's a deck builder, like you said.
Right. So what we're going to do...
It takes place in space, right?
Where you're dueling ships, basically, and it's just try to eliminate your other opponent. That's basically you're out in space, you've got some bases, you've got some ships, you attack each other, and first one that goes to 0 in their hit points is the loser.
Pretty simple, right?
Yep.
All right.
Yep. There's some interesting things they give you in the box. So I guess we can talk about the contents of the box. You can go into setup, and then I will talk a little bit more about the interaction between the cards. So a deck of cards with all your ships and bases. You're going to get starter hands, and they actually give you a kind of neat point system to keep track of the score. So you don't even really need any paper or anything unless something got out of control. I've never seen it go out of control yet.
Or you can use dice if you want.
So
if you're used to that, but
we won't make you look at us anymore. We're going to adjust the camera. Then you should have a view of the field. We'll go through setup, and then we'll play a quick game. These games typically last maybe 15 minutes, so it's quick, it's portable.
Yeah, definitely throw it in your bag and bring it wherever. So.
Exactly.
Alright, so to begin the game, each player gets a deck of their starting deck, and what this consists of is 2 Viper cards and 8 Scout cards. So if you're familiar with deck building games, it's the starting deck that you have. Total of 10 cards. These are for money and these are for attacks.
Yep.
We'll talk about that later.
Very typical in a deck building game for everybody to start with the exact same hand.
Yep.
So that's kind of the point. It's who can build a better deck. It's deck building.
Yep. For the victory points, everybody starts with 50 victory points. You can, I guess that's the best way to...
Yep. These are really cool point things because the back of the 1s is a 5 and the back of the 20s is 10, so you can just manipulate what your hit points are throughout the game.
Yep, so both of us will have that. To set up the game, you shuffle the other deck, or the deck with all the cards in it, and you'll set it there.
Yep, place it on one side.
And then on the other side, way over here, we'll put these Explorer cards, which are ships that you can buy that have abilities. These will always be face up, they don't ever go into the deck. Turn that around so it actually says Star Realms to them. After you get these 2 decks put, or whatever, pile and deck together, you will flip over the top 5 cards of this deck and place them in the
trade row.
So I'll flip the 5, and there's not too much room. It's a little tight, but that's fine. So we've got the 5 cards in trade row. this is the pile of Explorer cards, and that's the deck. After that, to start the game, the first player draws 3 cards from their deck. So if this was me, I would draw 3 cards if I'm starting, so that would be my hand. And then Mickey, who I'm playing, has his deck here. He would draw 5, right?
Yep.
So that's his hand, that's my hand, and that's how you start the game. It's alternating between players, so I would go, do all the stuff I could, and then Mickey would go, and we just go back and forth until the game ends.
Yep.
So that is how you set up the game.
And so I'll get into a little bit on the mechanics of the game. So basically, on your turn, you're going to be able to buy a card, do damage to your opponent, and some of them will allow you to heal. But basically, when you start the game, the big coins are the value that you have to buy with. So if I had 3 of these, I have a buy power of 3. The targets, the crosshairs, are how much damage you do to your opponent. It just happens most of the time. So if I had 2 of these, I would do 2 damage to Jeb.
And my victory point cards, I would take them. I have this, I would just take 2 off, and that's
right.
where
And then you're where you need to be. Okay, in terms of buying things, you can buy as much as you can afford. So if I had 3, I could buy the cost of 3 up here and put it into my discard pile. Everything goes into your discard pile unless a card takes away from that. Okay?
So
immediately a card gets flipped over. Everything always refreshes immediately.
Yep.
Okay? Let me talk about the card a little bit. So, this is the color of the card is its faction. If you want to know the factions, the yellow are the Star Empire, the blue are the Trade Federation, the green are Blobs, and the red are Machine Cult. And they all kind of focus on different things. But the unique part of this game, and one of the reasons why it plays so nicely and quickly, is that unlike other games, if I have a hand of cards and I play a yellow card, for instance, let me turn that around for you guys. So the yellow card's out there. The second that I play the second yellow card, any yellow abilities will trigger. Now, what does that mean by when I say a yellow ability? Well, a lot of these cards are separated, 2 things are separated by a line and have a symbol of the color.
So the thing without the symbol is the primary ability or something like that.
Yes.
So that always goes off.
Right. So if I play this, I get to draw a card. If I play this, I get to draw a card. But there's a yellow card in play, so this automatically kicks in.
Yep. The little yellow symbol right there is what kicks off the secondary.
Right. If it matches, it goes in. So instead of hitting for 1 damage, I'm going to hit for 3 damage. 1, 3. Now, it's important to remember that if I play this in a different order, it doesn't matter at all. The second that you have a match, everything goes off. That's a lot different than a lot of times order matters in many other games. Okay? So in this case, everything goes off. The 4, target player has to discard a card. I get the 2, I get that 2, I get that, etc. Okay? These are all fighter ships. The other important thing to note about the game is we have what's called bases. We have 2 different types of bases. Okay? We have this base that's a big shaded in with like a silver gray type color, and we have another one that leaves it black, but it says outpost in front. These cards are slightly different than the ships. The ships they come out, they do their thing, they go into your discard. Bases don't. Bases stay in play once you play them. Okay? They work exactly the same as the other cards in terms of their abilities, so if this was in play, every single turn I do 3 damage. Okay? If another green card comes into play, then this kicks in. What's interesting about that is it stays in play. So if I have a lot of green cards, that's going to trigger every single time I play a green card. The same
every turn, right?
Right, every single turn. Same with the blue. The difference between an outpost and just a regular base is that these provide a defense, so to speak. So if Jeb attacks me, he has to damage this enough to kill it first before I will take any damage. So until he has 4 or more, this base is going to blow up first before any damage comes through. This one is not an outpost. So thematically, he can fly around it. So he can ignore this if he wants. But if he starts getting irritated with me being able to draw a card or doing 3 damage any turn, he can decide that, okay, I have 5 damage. I will do that to you and get rid of that card. These also go to the discard when they're destroyed. The last feature are these trash cans. Okay? Trash can. What that means is trash the card. If you trash the card, it's out of the game. But you do get whatever it says that goes off. So, if this was in play, I could be, trash this card and get this. Question, do I still get this if I trash the card? The answer is yes. The trashing of the card is in addition to it being played. So it's already been played. If I trashed the card, I would have gotten that, and then I trash the card, and I get the +3.
Fighters also have trash cards as well, so it's not
Yep.
just exclusive to the bases.
Yep.
So if Mickey wanted to trash this as well as that one on his turn, he could and get some extra abilities.
Yep, they're an extra boost that sometimes come into play, especially late game, when you, like, oh, I'm so close to a knockout, or I need this card, or you know, whatever the case may be, the trashing abilities are an extra boost. Now,
one quick thing
Yeah.
about bases. So this one was the outpost. I guess it doesn't matter. If I only do 3 attack damage, it takes the 3 damage on the turn that I attack it. But then at the end of the turn, all the damage that's all on it.
no damage gets carried over in this game at all. So you never have to, like, you don't have to have counters for cards or anything like that. They just straight up each turn everything's reset. That's a good point. One thing that people can get confused on, though, is that the red cards have a lot of the red cards have an ability that say you can scrap a card in your hand or the discard pile. Now, the significance of scrapping a card in your hand or your discard pile is that a lot of times everything just gets played because there's no reason, there's no order. So a lot of times you just play your hand, okay? So if I play my hand and everything's going off and I have one of these, if technically I'm scrapping one from my hand, I don't get the ability of that card. That's the only time that doesn't happen. So if I want to scrap something from my hand, I'm not going to get whatever that card gets me. That's about the only time that ever happens. It doesn't happen when you're trashing. And if I do it from my discard pile, you know, that's fine. Why would I want to get rid of cards? Well, to thin my deck so that I can get what I want to get to, because you'll notice that the starter cards after a while aren't worth
when you're sitting here shooting at 3 from a base, why would you want to hit with 1?
Right.
So
Those types of things. So in a nutshell, that's basically how the interactions of the card works. I think the key to this, I think Jeb will agree, is to remember that what's so unique about it is how the powers kick in.
Yep.
As soon as that color comes down, everything's going on.
A lot more stuff going
and
on.
It starts playing real quick. Again, just to reiterate, how you buy cards, the value here, they go immediately into the discard unless you have a power that says otherwise. And then once you run out of deck, the second that you have to draw a card and you can't, you reshuffle and you start over. You're always drawing 5 to fill your hand, except for the first player, like Jeb said. They start with 3, and then after that, it's always draw 5, draw 5, draw 5. Until you can't draw, reshuffle, draw 5. And obviously some of the cards are going to have draw powers and things like that. So, we're going to reset, play a game of Star Realms, and hopefully you'll enjoy it.
Alright, so we have set up the game for the boost portion. We'll do that really quick. We wanted to do something space themed, so we went to Space Germany.
And got German beer. Well, actually, Jeb did in the sharing.
So we'll be drinking a Hefeweiss beer. I think I drank some for one of my Raven lots.
Ooh, it's pretty good, though.
So we got there's the main deck, there's the trade row set up, there's the explorers, we've got some victory points on the side. They're going to get messed around.
And we're going to roll to see who goes first. We got fancy dice off of Kickstarter, so I got 5.
Alright.
Jeb got more.
Wow, I got 10. Wow. I can count.
So Jeb gets to decide if he wants to go first or if he wants me to go first.
I'll go first.
Alright, so he only draws 3 cards,
Yep.
and I will draw 5 cards.
Alright, so that's my hand. I've got 3 money to spend. I am going to buy this battle pod for 2. It goes to my discard, and I immediately flip. And then I will buy this fighter for 1, because I only had 3 money, and that flips. So these go to my discard, and it is Mickey's turn. Oh, I draw 5 at the end of mine.
Yep, and he draws back up to 5. I start with 5. This is my hand. So I will start by doing 1 point of damage to Jeb, so he's going to discard one of his 1s. And I am going to purchase for 4. I am going to go ahead and take this outpost. That'll get replaced. That goes to my discard. He already took his damage. That's the end of my turn.
Alright, back to my turn. I've got 1, 2, 3 money, and 2 shots at Mickey.
And why do I only have 4 cards?
3. Because we never took that one back. Right?
Huh?
Aren't you short 1?
Yeah, but what am I short?
I think,
I'm the scout.
yeah.
Is this a scout? Okay.
Yep. Alright, we solved that problem really quick.
First turn, you only
You'll
have
know.
10 cards, so you'll know if you didn't have what you needed.
Yep. So, for my turn, I've got 3 money and 2 shots at Mickey, so I'll do the 2 damage to him. And the 3 money to spend, I will
I
buy
will discard both of those.
this ram for 3 and flip this, and it is Mickey's go now.
And because I know what I played last turn, I know what I'm going to play this turn, which is going to be exactly the same, because I got only 1 Viper last time. So again, I have 4 and 1. I'll do 1 damage to Jeb. And then, boy, what do I want to buy? Everything's kind of expensive already. Now, I always have the option to buy these, which are Explorers. They cost 2, but they give you 2 coins. So honestly, what I'm going to do this time is I think I am going to go ahead and buy 2 of these. So both of these are going to go into my discard. So do this, and that causes me to shuffle my deck.
Alright, so
Yep,
my
sure.
go. I will play 3 money cards, scouts. I will play a yellow one, and I will play a green one. So,
Ouch.
I'll resolve this where I've got 3 money to spend. This one says do 2 damage I'll do 2 damage to Mickey, and target opponent discards a card, so I'm forcing him to discard a card. And the battle pod is 4 damage. You may scrap a card in the trade row. So total is 6 damage to Mickey.
I'm getting rid of 6.
I'm going to scrap this 5 guy. And let's see, what else do I do? I've got 3 money to spend, so I will spend the 3 on a blob wheel. And that's it for me.
And replace that.
Yep.
And Jeb discarded one of my cards. And so now I only have these 4 to play, which are all buys. So I will go ahead and take... Wow, is there a lot of green. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and take that then.
Alright, my go. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 money. And I'm going to be hitting Mickey for 5.
Gosh.
So the 4 money I will spend on... I'll spend 1 for the blob fighter. So I've got 3 left. I guess I will take... do I want to take an Explorer? Yeah, I'll take an Explorer. And I have 1 that I can't spend. So that's it for me.
So you lose it. Nothing carries over.
Yep.
Alright, so what I want to note, Jeb did 5 damage to me. So I got a 20. So what I'm going to do, obviously, that needs to drop to 15. So I'll flip it over. That'll make a 10. I will take a 5 from what was already discarded from previous damage and put it back in. So now I'm exactly where I need to be at 37 points. Aha! Alright.
Uh-oh.
So I have a base station now. It is an outpost. Jeb cannot do any damage to me until he takes out the outpost. This is also going to provide me with 1 coin every turn, or I can discard up to 2 cards and then draw that many cards. This time I'm not going to do that though. I'm going to go 2, 4, 5, and 6.
Wow.
And with that, I am going to buy... I'm going to get this hive for 5 and hope for a 1. Woohoo!
There's a 1.
And then notice that I take these back and leave the base station out there.
Alright, so my go. I have 2 shots I can fire, but they can only go to the outpost, and it's a 4, so they are useless right now. And I've got 3 money to spend, so I will take this 1,
One of the best cards in the game right there, in my opinion.
and I will take this 2.
Ooh, except for Stealth Needle.
Yeah, I know.
Oh ho ho! Does Mickey gonna get 4 monies?
Hopefully not. And that's it for me.
Does he get it? Oh, he ends up short. Jeb
Ooh.
makes Jeb happy. So, there's 2 damage for Jeb, 3 buys for Mickey. I will
Damage.
take this for 1. And I'll go ahead and take another Explorer for 2.
For me, I've got 3 money to spend. I've got a battle pod,
Oh,
and I've got a blob fighter.
crap.
So that's going to do 3, 7. You may scrap a card in the trade row.
He doesn't want to risk it.
And I get the extra bonus green effects.
Yep.
So I get to draw a card and another 2
I'm
damage.
surprised you discarded that before you drove. You had enough to buy it now.
Yeah, it's dumb.
Yeah, it was.
What does that say? Either. Oh, that doesn't mean anything. Okay, so
Okay,
3
so everything kicks in, so 9. I gotta take 9 damage.
and 4 of it goes here. So
Oh, that's right. So that goes away, so he's hitting me for 5 damage now. And I will discard a 5.
I will buy this for 2,
Oh, and I didn't draw a hand yet. That's too bad. I did.
and I will buy this for 1. Oh. And it's Mickey's go.
I have 2, 4, 5, 6, and a nice blob destroyer for Jeb.
Ouch.
Okay, so let's do something a little interesting so you guys can see it. Okay, so I have 6 buy, so I'm going to get this. That'll be all my money. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and trash these to do 4 damage to Jeb. And I just want you to note that if it wouldn't have mattered at order at all if I would have just said, okay, I'm just going to trash these first. I could still do that. These were already in play, so I still get the money.
Yep.
Just so I can't, I keep saying that over and over again because that's something a little different about this game. So hopefully I won't say it anymore, and you guys will know. So when I trash it, most of the time they go out of the game, but these just go back to their pile.
Yep. So he did 4 from that and 6 from the blob. So that makes my 20 into a 10. And that's it for you, right?
Yep.
Alright, I will play 2 money, 3 money, make you discard a card, a blob wheel, and a ram. So I am going to hit you for 2, 3, and 7 is 10. 10 damage to Mickey. And I get
And I have to discard one.
3
right?
to spend. Yeah. 3 to spend. I'll take this cutter. And I lose 1. Because I couldn't do anything. So my blob wheel stays in play. And it's Mickey's go.
Okay. I will play a hive. Double like that.
Ugh.
And then I will play 2 money, 3 money, and I can scrap a card in my hand or my discard pile. I am going to go ahead and scrap a scout. So scrapping means it's out of the game. So usually over by the draw pile or something, you start a little pile of out of the game stuff. Also, the out of the game um, when you scrap something, it's kind of convenient if you're scrapping your starter cards to keep those separate from the other things you scrap, because you're going to need to put them back in order. That's what I was trying to say. Sorry for getting tongue-tied there. So Jeb should have taken 3 damage.
3
if he
damage.
didn't. Did I buy something? No, I
I don't
didn't.
think so.
I
my
have a
five was gonna-
buy of 3, which there's nothing else there for 3. Well, that kind of blows. All right, I'll just take an Explorer.
Oh, how much did you do to me?
3.
Oh, yeah, because that's not an outpost.
That's
It's the normal one. Alright, so my turn. I've got a scout, 2 vipers,
Hey,
and a missile bot, which lets me scrap a card in my hand or discard. So I'm following his route and getting rid of a scout in my discard.
and
So
I'm
I'm
taking
hitting-
4 damage.
4 to Mickey, and I can buy for 2.
So I'll get
So
rid
it
of
looks
this
like
20.
I'm buying an Explorer.
I need to make 16 out of that.
Oh, actually, I get 1 more damage from the blob wheel.
4. Oh, okay, so 15. Leave it like that.
And it's Mickey's go.
Let's hope that I get some green, I guess, because it's not looking good for me, folks. Jeb's got a lot of, well, I guess it's not. What do you got? 20 something?
33?
Yeah, I'm down to 17 already. Game can change quick, though.
Yeah.
Can. Alright, so I will put another
Ugh.
base out, which helps a lot. And I will, let's see. I'm going to go ahead and use the power of that. I can discard up to 2 cards and draw that many. So I'm going to go ahead and discard this Explorer and Viper so that I can draw 2 new cards. I'll take that. Then I will play a Blob Destroyer
Ouch.
and a Battle Blob.
Ouch.
And a Federation ship, shuttle, and a trade bot.
Alright.
Okay, so I think what I'll do first is count up the damage. So you guys can, well actually, this lets me, this kicked in already, so I get to draw a card because the
Yep.
green, and this kicked in. So I'm actually getting 2 more cards first. Jeb likes that.
Oh my gosh.
Nothing that huge. So there's more money though, and another money here. And I think that's all for shenanigans. This one says I may destroy a target base and or scrap card in the trade row. So obviously I'm gonna might as well just do that.
Not that one?
No, not my own, Jeb. And something in the trade row. That's a. What do I not want Jeb to have? I think this one. That's a pretty powerful card. Although maybe I could have bought it. Thank you, like Jeb. Yeah, I could have
Yeah.
actually dumb. Anyways, let's do damage first. So 3, 9, 17, 21.
Oh, wow.
Let's make that.
23?
Yes.
Alright.
Now let's count up
Wow.
money. 3, 4. Oh no, 3. I used the power instead.
Yep.
5, 6. So I have 6 to buy with. So I will take that. And I used that trash power, so
Yep.
that goes back in this pile.
You used that trash power as well.
No, I didn't.
I thought you did.
Nope.
Really?
Yep.
I could have swore you added the 4.
Nope. If I did, then you need to put 4 back in because I wasn't planning on it. So that's 12.
No, it's
17.
12 when you trash it.
Oh.
Yes.
No, wait. Yeah, so take 4 back because I didn't need to
Okay.
do that if I added that.
Yeah.
wrong. 17.
I thought you were going nuts on me and taking
No.
me out, which,
That would have been.
You already
That's too
did.
early to do that.
yeah. And you got 2 ships out? Yikes. So for me, I've got 3 money, I've got a battle pod, and I've got this cutter. Now, Mickey, for the cutter, it has victory points and coins.
That's right. It
I
says
get
or.
both.
He,
Oh.
he gets both if
Sorry.
it says, unless it says or.
So I will flip my 1 into a 5 because I gained 4 from that.
Yep.
I will do 4 damage, which I have to hit the outpost.
Yep.
So that's gone. You may scrap a card in the trade row. Let's get rid of this guy. And I have 5 to buy. So I will go 1.
4 left. Whoops, wrong card.
2.
And nothing, right?
Yes.
You only had 1
I
left.
only have 1 left, so that's it for me.
Ugh. Ugh.
Is it a starter hand?
Yes.
That's how I felt last time.
Alright, so I only hit you for 3. And I have a buy of 5. That's so bad.
Oh wow.
I mean, it's good to have a buy of 5, but at this point in the game, I really want to be hitting him. So I'm going to take this outpost then. Maybe it'll chance to come back.
My go.
Yep.
I got 2 to buy. I will hit Mickey for 2 and make him discard a card. I've got another 2 to buy. I'll hit Mickey for 3.
No
So
combos.
5 to Mickey. He discards a card, and I've got 4 to buy. So I will buy the Ram. And I said 4 to buy, and that was 3, so I can't buy it. So that's it for my go.
I'll get rid of a scout here for my discard. In case people are wondering, that's what I discarded off of Jeb's card that made me discard. I will, lucky me, put out another outpost.
Damn.
And
I mean, darn.
I hit Jeb for 2, and I only have a 1 buy, so that kind of sucks. Actually, I hit you for 3 more because that's still in play. And I'm going to take the healing off of that and heal for 3. So I will add 3 to my hand here because Jeb really has the potential. I know what he's bought so far, and he has the potential for some pretty huge hands. And that could be could be devastating. I do too, but he's kind of up in terms of where turns in the game. And I got saved.
Yep. So I get 4 back, 4 victory points back from that. I've got 2, 3, 4, 5 to spend. I will hit Mickey's outpost for 5 because of these 2, and I can scrap something in here. So I will scrap this 5 thing. And I have how much to spend? I said 5. So let's go.
You're so lucky you healed. You'd be dead.
1,
Oh, you might be.
2, 3, 4, and that's all I
How
got.
many hit points you got?
14. You got it?
I think so. But we want to show the folks that I win.
No, we don't want to show Jeb losing
Yes, we
again.
do. Okay. This is going to be game, folks, so just to make Jeb happy. So let's start with a Blob Destroyer.
Oh wow!
Okay,
It's not-
and that's going to trigger my draw card, just to add insult to injury. Then I will play the Explorer, and I will play the Flagship and draw a card. So if I go 5, 11, 14, 15, 16.
Oh, death by 2, and that's
That
it.
blows Jeb up, and I had a ton of buy that turn too. Well, not a ton, but could have bought 4, which would have been nice.
Next turn, my hand would have sucked anyway. So
Wow.
my shuffling was bad. Like soon, I would have gotten a good yellow combo, but
yeah.
all my greens were.
Yeah.
All
But hey, what saved me in that game, folks, was the outpost. Jeb would have clearly had that game earlier if some of his other ones would have gone through.
Yep. So we will now do the review. We're back.
All right. Star Realms, review time.
Oh.
Just before we start,
No.
just want you to know
No.
that Jeb yet again spilt his beer. If you caught before we started Seasons, our Age of War
Yeah.
video, Jeb spilt his beer. Jeb spills his beer.
Luckily,
Anyways,
the camera was off, so
yeah, it would have been funnier if you would have got to see it, but he didn't hit. He didn't hit any of his cards, so
Yep.
it's okay. So, anyways, I think we can agree that both of us like this game. It's quick,
easy to teach. I know.
easy to teach, and it's portable.
Yep.
Those are three things that we really like about this game.
So the quickness. What was it? We played that game in maybe like 10 minutes, just because we were
Right, 10.
explaining.
Yep, 10
If you're
15
playing for fun, it goes even quicker than that.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, sometimes they go longer if you get,
Yeah.
you know, is it the Federation? Trade Federation has the
healing.
blue has the healing,
Yeah.
so you know, you can go back and forth, things like that. But yes, if you don't like deck builders, then at all, you might not like this game. But I will tell you that if the reason you don't like them are things like legendary, you know, horrendous setup time and takedown time, or even Thunderstone, or even Dominion, all those things where it's complicated. This isn't. As you saw, it sets up really quick,
Yep.
and takedown is just as fast.
It streamlines the whole
Yeah,
process.
streamline the whole
So.
process. And, you know, you might not get the intricacies of the other game, but you sure have a lot of fun, and it's sure fast. And, you know, and talking about getting people into the hobby, which
Yeah.
is another thing we like.
We try to get people into the hobby, and we think of games that would be good to teach. And we ourselves play a lot of long, complicated games, but we know that people don't want to be introduced to stuff like that, just
Right.
because when you see a 3-hour game being played, you get kind of like, I don't know about that. But if you see a 10-minute quick game like Star Realms, it's like, oh, I can sit down and learn that
Yeah.
pretty quick. So
Absolutely.
good gateway game, I think, for deck builders.
And throw it in your bag, and
Yep.
off you go. You know you're going somewhere where you might be bored? Put it in your bag. There you go.
It's super easy, yeah. And 2-player game. If you want to do 4, just buy another and have
And
both with you, and it still takes up
Right.
less space than most.
And if you
games.
didn't catch it when you said it in the intro, Jeb isn't that big of a deck builder
Yeah.
person. He's not a huge fan of Dominion. We're not picking on Dominion. We're just saying that because, come on, it's the granddaddy of all games.
Yeah.
If you've heard of a deck builder, you've probably heard of Dominion.
Yeah, I think to rope me into a deck building game, it needs good theme. So definitely with the ships shooting at each other and stuff like that, I like that.
Yeah.
What's another one? Consummate Goddess was pretty cool.
Oh, that's
We
right.
played that one.
He has videos of that. It's not
Yeah.
part of our series, but we both bought that, and Jeb got to play it before I did. And
Yeah.
we sat down, and he introduced me to it. I just hadn't got a chance to put it on the table. Really, kind of some interesting mechanics, a lot of fun.
But yeah, definitely the theme is what gets me. So I know if some people are out there like me and don't want to do deck building, I would recommend something like Star Realms because it's a good theme. It's thematic.
Yep, so, we both give it a thumbs up, and Jeb's going to go ahead and talk to you about what we've got coming up on the slate.
So definitely leave any questions, comments, suggestions for us about our series. This third or fourth episode, depending on how things turned out. The next episode will be Imperial Settlers, unless we've already done that one. If we've done it, then you can look forward to Dead of Winter, which was a big game last year, I think.
Big hype on Dead of Winter.
Yeah,
and
that was flying off the shelves. And
yeah, we won't tell you if we liked it or not, but
Yeah.
we have it and we're going to review it.
Yep, so that'll be the next episode, maybe. After that is our fan pick episode, which I'm still going to give guff to Mickey, because if nobody suggests anything, I'm going to rig it so that we play Monopoly.
No,
And it's probably going to be one of the horrible themed Monopolies.
we're not playing Monopoly. He keeps saying that, so I really would. I hope you guys vote for something. But don't worry too much, because I'll veto Jeb if he tries to play Monopoly. Because I don't think we'll get any viewers if we do.
That's true. And then, what do you want to mention about the secret episodes?
Secret episodes. Jeb and I, we like to kickstart games too. So we have secret episodes that we're hoping to get to. Unfortunately, like some of the other gamer reviews that get to do a lot of this, we struggle a little bit trying to get together. We both work, a lot of hours, and we live a little bit of distance away. So, but we do have these games, and we are going to try to hit some of the more obscure things that maybe you haven't heard of, or that are a little bit newer and things like that. And we have some things in our mind. So hopefully once in a while, if you subscribe to us, you'll be like, oh, look, surprise episode.
Oh, also, when you said obscure games, that's a good point. That a lot of games, there's some games that get a lot of videos, so you can do whatever. We might hit some of them just.
We already have. We know that.
Yeah,
I mean, we started. We wanted to start with games that we knew real well too, just
Yeah.
so that you guys didn't think we were a bunch of idiots, even though we probably are.
But if you run into our problem that we've done before, where we want to learn a game and we've read the rules, we don't know exactly everything on how to play it, and want to see a video of it, and you type it into YouTube and bam, no results. Maybe one result.
Right.
You kind of want some variety to see the gameplay, and we're hoping to hit those obscure ones.
Yeah, we hope to offer something a little bit different than Rodney and Rado. Did I say his name right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. We're not trying necessarily to. Well, yeah, we are. We're trying to compete with you.
But right now we're doing it chill and laid back, drinking beers. So.
Yeah.
So, I guess we got off topic a little bit, but back to Star Realms. We liked it. Look forward to our
2 thumbs up.
Yeah, 2 of his thumbs.
None of your thumbs?
Yeah, 2 of mine. That makes 4, but
right.
whatever. We'll get more episodes to you as soon as we can. And thank you for watching. So, all right.
Till next time.
Boards and booze, booze and boards with Mickey and Jeb.